And it's just a weird one for Aurora as well. The buy, a little awkward. Got that Mag 7, MP9, couple Deagles. So,
Speaking of awkward, I think that angle from Laddie, it's not even that awkward. It's pretty normal to see an aggressive hold like that. Unfortunately, that's just such a risky hold in a round where
yeah.
you need to win, where you're under pressure, maybe trying to set a tone against Big that they aren't just going to be allowed to swing angles, but the flash comes in and he starts getting tagged up, can't move fast enough away because of the tagging. So I think just a little bit of a mistake really opened that up for Big, and from there, even though Lackey did a lot of good work to bring that back with the rifle crossfire, it wasn't enough.
Oof. Swing off the contact there, Norway with one. He's still behind this half wall as well, looking for another. Big seem to be respecting that for now. Don't want to fall into the hands of another shotgun. Aurora, their players really showing their colors. See the hair colors? Quite vibrant.
It's true, yeah. Got a couple of those on the Aurora side. I like that Norway's just repositioned with this Mag 7 again, looking to find effectiveness, especially when every kill is so much additional money that you get back with that Mag 7 900 a pop. And Big, well, seem to go back to this faithful B site take, and we'll see what it is that is to come with Norway standing tall with Lackey both low health.
There's the headshot from Norway, drops down, and now they're kind of stacked up here in first orange. That could be an issue, but this is really good damage done from Norway before he goes down. And Lackey hasn't been spotted just yet. That's the bomb dropped, and they are on the way to securing an eco win. Would be a big one for sure. Hype left in the 1v4. AK picked up, shot lands, still 3 more to go, and no time to do it. Laddie will connect on that final headshot, and Aurora, they finally get up there first.
That they do, and on a round that they really didn't expect to have any business winning. They just had a bit of Kevlar here, and the Mag 7 doing maximum work, maximum damage. It's only 2 kills, but you saw what it did to Big. They had to stop, they had to wait, and then of course, no expectation of that second player at first oranges either. Fantastic work there from the Mag 7 of Norway, stepping up to the plate, finding success. Now, under pressure is hyped, and he's gone. Laddie will take that duel, Furia smoke, and it's a loss for the Opera of Big. Now, those losses don't stick around. It's 1 for 1, actually, as Thompson has equalized.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a stroke of bad luck for Kenzie right there as he tries to cross over to the other side of brackets, and it looks like Big want to take advantage of this pick. Now in the 4v4 as some nades get tossed down, hoping to kind of trigger a response from Aurora, but they're still holding their ground, and as a matter of fact, Lackey's going to take things into his own hands. The swing goes back for the next repeat, and he'll take him down. So that will give Aurora the advantage once more. Big, they'll slow things down once again, and they've got Keto. He's picked up that op from Hyped, who did fall very early into the round, hoping that someone walks right into him, but Aurora, they're just holding their positions right now.
And understandably so, right? I mean, Lackey makes that aggressive play, and well done to find the additional kill, but he's made a mistake there. No need to push back forward. He's looking for information, but they had him at advantage. Now it's all even. MP9 will be under pressure in a moment. Salter getting one here can be difficult, but Laddie, they have support on the site. Spots the player coming out of apartments, and now it's just the only the op left, and Keto isn't fast enough. Big fall to pieces there against Aurora. The AWP is really starting to activate.
Yeah, Laddie making it look easy, and that CT side off on Inferno can be so deadly. And yeah, he really had to go big here because that peek from Lackey was a little bit ill-advised, but we'll have the patience here. And just very precise with the shots. If this is a consistent factor here for Aurora, then Laddie can really heat up with this AWP, and that'll make things consistently more difficult for Big. As we'll see a different approach here towards Banana. Aurora throwing that deep smoke in, as well as an extra flurry of utility flying in.
It's just how Aurora like to use, they like to take banana when they have the utility, or at least they like to put the idea into Big's head that they'll be constantly aggressing like this. And it's a good thing to set up early on.
I mean, really nothing invested here for Big at all. So you can't expect too much. Laddie will get the killing started with the headshot onto Favin as Big just kind of biding their time here. Hopefully, or hoping that Aurora will make a mistake. But right now, they're just playing their corners. They don't have to do anything fancy. And they'll try to overwhelm Kenzie with the numbers. Sprays down one. He's going hunting right now. Pick up a triple. Laddie on the crossfire. Crimbo's making those shots tough to hit, but how long can he hold on? Picked up the A1S, and how about a jumping MP9?
A little rough on the Deagle attempt there, but you know, you can't win them all. That was a wild jumping attempted defense. I don't even know. Whatever it was effective. Big, yeah, a full save into that last round, and they're still really not full buying. I mean, interesting, because I think that they probably could have bought here with the money that they have. They've just invested, though, into the pistol armor and a lot of utility. They're ready for an execute here, are Big. They're fighting for space. I think the early utility will suggest that this is a buy round to Aurora, and Big are taking it that way.
Little mind games being played here from Big. Norway, he is really far up, and that's a mistake because that Tech 9 thrives at that range. Lackey with the double at least makes things manageable. It gives Aurora a chance to rotate the players over. The blind spray doesn't connect, and now Kenzie, gotta respect this smoke, still doing the best he can to stop these players from crossing. But despite all that effort, the bomb has made its way over. Kenzie, there it is. Beautiful lineup, going for the second, he's got it. And one more to go, and Crimbo. He's dead. Great stuff from Kenzie.
Kenzie saving that round. That was very winnable for Big. Once they got onto the site, this is exactly what the strategy is designed to do. Get these players that are playing close range with Banana up close and personal. Use the pistols to the best of their ability. Kenzie finding that planter, getting the kill through Coffin, but then having the wherewithal to spot the toes is the edge of the smoke. It's just exactly what was needed. So a round that could have been Big's turns towards Aurora, though an eco, as we talked about. This one is the full buy. Another AWP for him. Have yet to see that AWP impact just yet, Danny, but it is something you mentioned, and I want to go back to. T-side AWP here on Inferno can be a real bear to deal with. It's not a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really can. And Hype, the first time we saw him with the AWP, he was dropped very early on in that round, but he might be able to get involved here. Actually doesn't end up seeing him cross over through that smoke. A little bit interesting. Nevertheless, 5 players still alive on either side. As Big just, once again, playing it slow. Looking for some information, possibly some counter-aggression from Aurora. We're still playing quite standard. It's just Tabson over there towards Banana, as Big try to maneuver their way through brackets. And Laddie, he's waiting for them to come around that corner. Tabson the same.
This is sort of interesting. They've now gotten control of the 2 major areas that they needed, Banana and Bracket, but now Lackey is on an island. Oh, and Tabson wasn't even prepared for it. Lackey can go huge for another, though Hyped is there to trade. He moves over to give the AWP to Crimbo, who's on low HP. Norway, still alive on the site, is buying time. Lots of it for the rotators to come back through, and Kenzie's one of them. The fight towards Pool, unsuccessful. Now the AWP can maybe find success here onto Kenzie, but they're getting flanked, and their flank is happening at a ridiculous pace. 1v3 not to be. Keto down. It is an Aurora lead.
Yeah, that was a bit of a messy one there for Big. Like you mentioned, they had kind of top Banana control. Tabson was sitting up here waiting for the peek. Doesn't see Lackey swing in. Lackey pretty consistently throughout this CT half. It is still pretty early on, but is always good for maybe 1 or 2 towards that B side of the map. And then Big, they don't even have a smoke for the CT spawn by the time they end up pushing towards B. It's like 15 seconds left on the clock. So Aurora